Hi, Janardhan.
Yeah, hi Rizwan, hi Satya.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah, it is quite some time.
Yes. So, how are you?
It's going good. And how was your daughter or son?
Daughter, yeah.
Yeah,
She's
daughter.
also doing great. She just
Yeah.
turns to one, and now she needs everything. She want to go everywhere.
Okay,
She
that's
want to play
interesting.
with everything except her toys.
Yes, yes, that's interesting.
Yeah. So I'll not take you much time because we are already late, I guess. I'll just introduce you to our audience. So here with me, Mr. Janardhan Selviraj. He's well known for giving lots of sessions. He's very active in LinkedIn and he's also Microsoft MBB and also MCT. He has been well recognized in giving lots of technical sessions, and he is with us in our previous several events also. So I would like to thank him really and thank you always for being with us, Mr. Janardhan. And today he has a very exciting topic called Unleashing the Cutting Edge Innovation, Exploring DeepSeek-R1 with Azure AI Foundry, GitHub, and OLLAMA. So obviously we know the AI trend, the way it is, the wave is there. All the things are coming finally to the AI, either using DeepSeek or ChatGPT. Now, recently, I saw like Elon Musk has also released his own
Rock,
Rock,
rock.
yeah, Rock and three, right?
Yes, it is third version. Yes.
Yeah. So it is there, and all these, tech giants are also fighting to bring their own models, making it more efficient. So we can see lots of applications as well as I think it's in a way it is a beneficial as well. Earlier we did not had access to paid version of GPT. Now we are able to use, and also some of the um, uh, popular LLMs are free, which we can use in our on-premise without paying any license cost or any, and also those require less resource. For example, DeepSeek. Last time I was able to deploy in my local machine, and I was able to work without internet with DeepSeek. So that's a fantastic things that AI wave is bringing to us. So over to you, Janardhan. Now you can share your presentation and we can start.
Yeah, thanks Rizwan for this wonderful opportunity. And I believe my screen is visible.
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay. The most trending topic of this season of AI is on the unleashing the cutting edge innovation with the help of the Azure AI Foundry, GitHub model, and OLLAMA model for the DeepSeek-R1 deployment. And thanks for joining the participants who joined from multiple location and various zone, and especially on Saturday. I value each and everyone's time. So let me explain about me. I'm Janardhan and Selvaraj. Already Rizwan briefed about me. I'm a Microsoft AI MVP and I'm a Microsoft community lead for India location. And I'm a Microsoft certified trainer as well as Microsoft Learn expert as well. And if you are having any questions related to uh, the artificial intelligence, Gen AI, agentic AI, feel free to reach out to my LinkedIn handle. This is my LinkedIn handle. You can connect through my LinkedIn handle as well as I used to post videos on the AI front as well as internship opportunities and hackathon and coding challenges opportunities on my YouTube handle. You can scan through my YouTube handle as well. Let's get started about today's agenda. The agenda is about the DeepSeek R1 model at high level overview and what are DeepSeek model, the core architecture and its various capabilities. And we will be seeing various innovation model related to DeepSeek R1 using the Azure AI Foundry deployment. And we will see how are we going to build a web chat bot application with the help of Azure AI Foundry through Streamlit application. Same thing, we will be deploying the DeepSeek-R1 model and using GitHub model, and we will use to execute the DeepSeek model using the OLLAMA model for locally without having any internet connectivity. So this is about today's discussion. So the very first one is, what is this DeepSeek about? The DeepSeek is a large language model which was made by the Chinese AI startup. And also the DeepSeek AI model, it is the most powerful model which is used to build for various reasoning abilities such as your scientific computing, your reasoning abilities, or any deep problem solving techniques you want to solve it. You can make use of the DeepSeek R1 model. And this is the core architecture behind the DeepSeek R1 architecture. There are three phases involved for the DeepSeek R1 architecture. One is the cold start phase, and the second phase talks about reasoning reinforcement learning phase, and the third one is your rejection sampling and supervised fine tuning phase. So overall, DeepSeek model will start with the cold start phase, which means it begins with the fine-tuning model named as the base model DeepSeek V3. And this DeepSeek V3, it is going to curate with a small set of data set using a chain of thought reasoning examples. By end of this phase, you will be able to set the more reasoning abilities from the first phase, as well as you'll have a lot of advanced training phases are available. So when I talked about training phases, which is your reinforcement learning phases, under that, after you refine the reasoning ability and ensures your human interaction or human preferences, we will be using the reinforcement learning phase. Under this, we have three activities: reward optimization, self evolution, and the last one is helpful, harmless human preferences interaction. The reward optimization, here the entire output is intensivized for readability and formatting the entire reward model. Once it is done, we are going to ensure the output, whatever the output we are going to derive from the reward model. So that output we are going to develop with the help of the autonomously build models by enhancing the reasoning abilities through self-correction, your self-reflection, as well as your self-evolution based model. Finally, your output will be ensuring that it has to be aligned with your human interaction or human preferences in the last stage. And the third step of this DeepSeek R1 model, your rejection sampling as well as your supervised fine tuning. After this phase, you will be able to generate the output with a high quality in nature, which are refined at this point in time. And finally, you will be able to synthesize your output with the help of SFT tuning, which is a supervised fine tuning, by the advanced reasoning abilities and beyond. So then your final output of the model will be DeepSeek R1 model. So we have two chat completion model available in the Azure AI Foundry. One is DeepSeek R1 model. The another one is DeepSeek R1 distilled model. So these two chat completions are available in your Azure AI Foundry. So the best part of this DeepSeek R1 model is now available in your Azure AI Foundry. So what we will be doing is we will be deploying a resource under Azure AI Foundry. Then you have to create a Azure AI Hub first. Once the hub has been created, the corresponding Azure OpenAI services will be the connected resource connection will be available as part of the hub. After the hub has been deployed, you will be able to navigate to the Azure AI Foundry. Then you have to create a Azure AI project for this. So let's see in detail. So before we move on to the hands-on part of the Azure portal, the DeepSeek R1 capabilities. Most of them, the once the moment the DeepSeek R1 model which was launched on the market, everyone is worrying about the security deployment. Is it secure to use or not? It is trust to use or not? Okay. This DeepSeek-R1 model is now available in your Azure AI Foundry model catalog. If you see the model catalog, your DeepSeek-R1 model is available. Almost 1,800 models are available as of now with respect to DeepSeek-R1 capabilities. And the best part of this is it is trusted and it is secure and it is safe to use because your DeepSeek R1 model is associated with your Azure AI content safety by default. It has the capability known as content filtering option by default. And it has undergone rigorous red teaming as well as evaluated safety assessment test, and finally it is ready to use and it is secure to use and it is a trustworthy platform of DeepSeek R1 in your Microsoft Azure AI Foundry as well. I'll show you the model deployment in the uh, portal. Let me show you the portal. This is a portal. So I have already provisioned the resources of Azure AI Foundry. So you have to go to the Azure AI Foundry and you have to create a Azure AI Foundry. First one, you will be creating the hub. So you have to provide the subscription name, create a resource group name, and which region you want to deploy this DeepSeek R1 model. Then provide a unique name of this AI hub. Then finally, once you've given the name, this will be connected with your Azure OpenAI services as well. So I don't want to waste time to create the Azure AI Hub one more time. So I just show the steps. Now, once it is done, it will be taking 2 minutes time to make a deployment successful. After the deployment is successful, there is an option known as Launch Azure AI Foundry. So when you click this Azure AI Foundry application, it will be like this. From this, you have to create a Azure AI project for your Azure AI Foundry. So create a project for Azure AI Foundry. So I have created a project already known as Retail AI Project Deep. So this is a project I have created it. Then go to your model catalog. In the model catalog, you have to choose a model known as DeepSeek R1 model. Okay. So DeepSeek R1 model, you will be able to identify in your model catalog. So that is the model which is now available in the model catalog also. Once it is done, you go to your My Asset section in the models plus endpoint, deploy the base model. So when I say deploy the base model, the model should be your DeepSeek R1. Okay. So DeepSeek R1 is the model we are going to deploy it. Okay. So as I told earlier, there are two chat completion of DeepSeek R1 model. One is DeepSeek R1 chat completion. The another one is DeepSeek R1 distilled NP model. So I'm using the DeepSeek R1 model here after it is used. The beauty of this DeepSeek R1 model, till now, there is no pricing. As of now, the pricing it is zero. From Feb 24th onwards, if you are using a DeepSeek R1 model under the Azure AI Foundry, they are going to start pricing this particular DeepSeek R1 model. Okay. So once it is done, I have already provisioned my resource, which is DeepSeek R1 model. Let me open this model in the playground. I'm opening a playground now. So in the playground, we have a maximum number of parameters. 2048 is the max tokens available. Let's start chatting with respect to R1 model. So I'm chatting now. I'm asking a question. Write a tagline for an ice cream shop. Okay. So this is a question I'm asking the chat playground of the DeepSeek R1 model. We are getting the response pretty much fast, and it is provide more detailing aspect because it is a reasoning ability in terms of think deeper as well. Okay. So there's a way we have deployed the DeepSeek R1 model on the Microsoft Azure AI Foundry, and we have deployed it successfully as well. But when it comes to the real-time project, how are we using the DeepSeek R1 model? Okay. So for this, I'm using the one of the API. I didn't show the API, just a moment. So what is a prerequisite you required if you want to do the code deployment when it comes to DeepSeek R1 model is you require an Azure subscription followed by the Azure AI Foundry resource. And the Python version should be 3.12 more than the Python version. And the package you require it is Azure AI Inference package. Okay. So this is the package you require for your code implementation. So what are things I have done here? It is I have already installed the Azure AI Inference package with the help of pip command. And what is the class I'm using is chat completion client is the class I'm using. And we are going to use system message and user message is a part of a class. And along with the Azure key credential. So what are three parameters I have taken from the Azure AI Foundry is one is the endpoint. The another one is the model name. So when I say the model name, you have to take from the my assert section models plus endpoint. You can see the name. Okay, you can see the endpoint name, the target URL, the key information, and the model name. So these details only we have to provide here. Okay. Then after this, we started creating a chat completion client. When I say chat completion client, you have to provide the endpoint and you need to provide the key information with the help of the class known as Azure Key Credential class. So with the help of the complete method, we will be calling the respective prompt here. I'm typing the prompt here and I'm using the token as max token is 1000 tokens I'm using and I'm printing the responses with the help of the response choices method. Okay. Let me execute this piece of code. So Python sample5.py. So I asked a question through the DeepSeek model. Instead of using the playground, I'm asking through the command prompt, what is the capital of India? It has started checking it now. Meanwhile, it will execute it. Your playground will be more faster because playground is just a testing environment, but this is a real-time case. We will be playing around with the help of the code-based environment only. Meanwhile, time, what I will do now. So we got the response as well, yes. So look at this response. I asked a question, what is the capital of India? It has started thinking in the reasoning mode with the help of the think deeper option. And it is provided the information. It's not only provided that capital of India, it is also provided the various other features, various other our beauty of our country. So those details it is provided and it is given the final answer as well. Okay. This is one of the example how we are deploying a DeepSeek-R1 model using your Azure AI Foundry. The second one is, look at this one. If you see this, the DeepSeek-R1 model, as of now, we are using the environment as a command line environment and we execute this code. Okay. But in real time, we will be using one of the Python package known as Streamlit package. What is the meaning of Streamlit is? Streamlit is one of the famous Python library which is ideally designed for the data scientists as well as for the machine learning engineers or AI engineers who wants to develop or who wants to build a web-based applications, extensive web app without knowing any development knowledge. Okay, in that case, you can use Streamlit as an application. Okay, so let me show you the Streamlit application here. So what I have done is same endpoint, model name, token, everything I have taken. So this time I'm not using directly, I'm not passing the prompt here like content equal to what is the capital of it. I'm not passing like this. So I'll be using a function known as get response is one of the function. In the get response function, we are going to call the complete method. And I'm using stream equal to true because of Streamlit application. And I'm using the user message equal to content equal to query. So this will call the Streamlit application and an extensive web app will be created for this to create a simple web chatbot like this. So let me execute this code. For executing this code, I'll call the command python -m streamlit run. The name of the class is sample. So before this, I need to show one more class. I forgot to show one more class. So this is the class where I have the Streamlit application. So what is the name of the classes? Sample 6 is name of the, sample 7 is the name of the file. Here, I have given the title as well as after the title, I want to say this particular information has to write on the application. So I have given that one. And there will be one text box where you have to enter your query. So that is your text area is part of your Streamlit application. And I'm creating one full response as an empty variable. And once you submit the button, whatever the query you entered, once you submit it, it start fetching the responses. And I have once it is fetched the responses, the response should be from the sample six. When I say sample six, this is your entire endpoint, model name, your token, everything will be taken from sample six. So I'll be executing the code now. Then after user asking a question, it will be fetching the response from the DeepSeek-R1 model, and the responses will be printed with the help of the markdown method. And finally, the markdown method is used to update the responses incrementally. So what I will do, I will say sample7.py. So this will create a Streamlit web-based application with a small web-based chatbot using your DeepSeek-R1 model. Okay. I just execute the code Streamlit run as a parameter we have to pass. And what is the name of the file I'm going to run it is sample7.py. We are going to run it. So this will open it in a browser as a Streamlit application. Now the Streamlit application started running it. So we need to wait for the text area. Okay. So in this one text area, I can pass a query now. I'm asking a question. Let me see. Write, uh, write a tagline for an ice cream shop. Okay. I'm going to submit this. Then this will start calling which method is fetching a response from your spinner method, and the response is started generating it. So this is a way we use to deploy the DeepSeek-R1 application in a real-time application. So in the Azure AI Foundry, it is just for the playground purpose. But if you want to use it in the real time, this is the way we'll be using it. So we got the response also. So it has provided a list of taglines. These are list of taglines. You can make use of it. So now the first innovation model, what we have discussed is we done with the help of the Azure AI Foundry using the DeepSeek-R1 model. Same way, the DeepSeek-R1 model is also available in the GitHub model also. Okay. The latest and the most trending DeepSeek-R1 model on GitHub will be your DeepSeek-R1 only. So using this DeepSeek-R1 GitHub model, it is used to build any type of AI application or any type of AI feature. If you want to build on the GitHub, you can use GitHub model. Okay. I will show you the GitHub R1 model in the GitHub application. So what we have to do is we need to go to, I'll close the DeepSeek Azure AI Foundry. So there's a GitHub application. In the GitHub application, go to the marketplace and you can notice the model named as DeepSeek-R1. Okay. So you can run the DeepSeek-R1 model in any of the languages. Okay. I'll be choosing the language as a Python. And you can take the API key from here, or else you can take your personal access token in your marketplace also, in your developer settings as well. So that is a way to get the key information for your GitHub. So what I will do now. So I have already taken the key from that. Okay, let me show you the example number. This one, yes. Okay. So this is an example, what I'm showing here it is the GitHub model. So what I have taken is endpoint. This endpoint is not your Azure endpoint. This endpoint is from the GitHub. And this is not your Azure AI Foundry key. This is a GitHub token generator. What type of token is personal access token? Okay. And the name of the DeepSeek GitHub token. So this is the name is different. And look at the name of your Azure AI Foundry. This is your model deployment. Okay. And here, if you see this is your GitHub DeepSeek-R1 model. And the same endpoint you have to pass a token in your chat completion client. Then in the complete method, I'm asking a question. One is system message and this another one is your user message. So I'm asking a question is, give me a list of breakfast food with eggs and cheese. Okay, this is a question I passed in the GitHub model. So this time I'm not using the Azure AI Foundry. This time I'm using the GitHub model. Okay. So I'm going to execute this code. Python sample 8.py. So the system message will be, you will be a helpful assistant. I'm asking a question is, give me a list of breakfast food with eggs and cheese. So this type of, because I want to develop a travel-based assistance, I'm asking such type of questions. So this model is about the GitHub model with respect to a DeepSeek-R1 implementation. So as of now, we are seeing two implementation. One implementation with respect to GitHub model. The other one is Azure AI Foundry using your Streamlit applications. We have done this. Let's wait for some time. It is fetching the responses. So when you want to create any DeepSeek model with respect to your GitHub, you can choose your developer settings, go to settings and choose your developer settings. Under developer settings, you can create a personal access token. Okay. So personal access token, you can give the limitation like how many days you want the personal access token. You can provide the limitation. So the code is executed very successfully, and you can see this one. Okay. I be asked for this, like it has started thinking very deeper. And the user wants a list of breakfast food that include eggs and cheese. It started brainstorming with the help of the reasoning capabilities. Finally, it is providing a list of suggestions that will make a delicious breakfast food featuring eggs and cheese. So it is given that one like a classic cheese omelette, scrambled eggs with the cheese, breakfast burrito, and egg and cheese sandwich. So it has provided a wonderful suggestions on your cheese as well as egg related breakfast items. Same way, so when the moment the DeepSeek-R1 model was introduced, the people were started using in the Azure AI Foundry and GitHub. Okay. Oh, is it not possible to execute your DeepSeek-R1 model using locally? Is it not possible? Yes, it is possible to execute a DeepSeek-R1 model on your laptop as well. For that, what is the model we will be using is OLLAMA model. And the beauty of this OLLAMA model, without any internet access, you will be able to execute your OLLAMA application with the help of DeepSeek model in your locally in your own machine as well. Okay. So for this, you need a OLLAMA installation first. How to install OLLAMA is you have to go to ollama.com. Then you have to choose which particular OS. The OS could be your Windows or it could be your Linux OS. Choose the OS and download accordingly. And I'll show what are the various types of OLLAMA models available. You just click OLLAMA models availability. So when I say OLLAMA model availability for especially for DeepSeek, let me say DeepSeek. So under DeepSeek, we have various versions available. The versions are in the left side and the right side is your CPU or this much of storage is required. And you can see 671 billion parameters and how much storage it is required is 404 GB is required. So I don't want this much of storage in my local machine. This is sufficient enough to execute it. What I will do now, I'll say 1.5B model. I have already downloaded and I have installed the DeepSeek OLLAMA model in my machine local. So what I will do, I'll go to my command prompt. I just type OLLAMA. So when I say OLLAMA, it has started listing these options. Then I should say OLLAMA list. So what are the versions I have installed already? You can see I have two versions. One is 1.5B is the smallest version and the latest version also I have installed it. Okay. So what I will say, OLLAMA, I want to execute this code. OLLAMA run DeepSeek R1 colon 1.5 B. Now it is going to run the OLLAMA server in the background and we need to wait for the prompt. Let's send the prompt. I'll ask a question. What is the capital of India? So OLLAMA server is now it is running in your local machine and we got the response. Okay. This is to connected to a command prompt. Okay. But how I want to deploy this model in your Streamlit application. Okay. Let me explain that application. So for that, I have imported OLLAMA, OLLAMA.chat. Here this time, I'm not using chat completion playground. Here it is nothing but OLLAMA chat completion. And then to provide the model. And I'm asking a question is write a recipe for making rasmalai. Okay. So what I will do now, so I'm going to make a recipe for rasmalai dish and I'm going to print that particular message content. Okay. So let us execute this code. So I'm executing very simple code now. Then I'll execute with respect to the Streamlit application. Dot by. So as of now, it's just a simple application. This will execute in the command line interface itself. So meanwhile time, I'll explain this as well. So instead of executing a command line interface, if I want to execute with the help of Streamlit, I'll use Streamlit application and title I have provided it. And I'll use one of the user defined function is generate underscore response. I'm passing the OLLAMA chat. This time the content, I'm not putting the question here. I'll ask a question from the Streamlit application and I'm executing this code. Okay, with the help of text data, and you can submit it and it will able to fetch the responses from the Streamlit using your OLLAMA application, which is going to execute locally. This one, I'll do close this. So we will able to execute the code with respect to your DeepSeek-R1 model in your Azure AI Foundry. We have done that. We are done with respect to a GitHub model. And the last one is how to execute a DeepSeek-R1 model using OLLAMA as well. Okay. So we wait for the execution. So meanwhile time. This was the actual my channel. So if you are interested, if you want to see all these videos, you can see all these videos. And in this one, you can start, you will be getting the updates from the latest technology updates, your internship opportunities, as well as your hackathon related opportunities. I used to post on this. And along with that, I'm having a different set of playlists. You can check out the playlist as well. Like the playlist related to your Gen AI, Agentic AI will be there and your hackathon updates, your scholarship updates. So those type of playlists you can find from my YouTube channel as well. There is one information. It's still executing time. So meanwhile, execution, any questions?
Yeah, meantime, I can just give you some questions coming from attendees. So, okay, there is one question. Is there a free trial version of Azure AI Foundry for the beginners to
Yes,
experiment
it
with?
is. So what they can do it, they can go for $200 USD subscription as
Yes.
part of the free trial, and they can use only limited number of regions, like close to 7 regions will work for Azure AI Foundry, not more than that. Answer is
Mhm.
yes.
Yes, yes, yeah. So that free trial comes with $200 you can utilize for that. And yes, how does DeepSeek R1 handle fine model fine tuning compared to the models like GPT or other LLMs?
Okay. So how it is handling the fine-tuning model when it compares to the other LLMs, okay? The
Mm.
performance wise, the DeepSeek-R1 fine-tuning will be the best model because it has advanced reasoning capabilities and deeper thinking capabilities and scientific reasoning capabilities. That will be the most important parameter compared to other GPT models. This will be fast and it is more efficient and it is safe and secure to use because most of our Microsoft has also started trusting in terms of trusted environment. It is a secure environment. So
Mhm.
that's what they have integrated. They introduced their model in the model catalog itself.
Okay, so I hope this answers. So fine tuning and also the way it performs, the resources it is using, I think it is up to now it is mostly I can say one of the advanced LLM we have, and also it is free to use. Another question is, does AI Foundry handle the hybrid or multi-cloud AI deployments?
Yes, with the help of your Azure Arc as well as with the help of your Radius, you can do the hybrid and the multi-cloud deployment.
Yes, most of the cloud service provider they actually open the doors even if somebody want to use the multi-cloud deployments, that's absolutely available. You can use AI Foundry only for your selecting the
Model
model,
deployment.
or
Hmm.
yeah, you can create those. In terms of the multi-cloud, obviously you can integrate with any of your system, even if your the data source is available into another cloud, you can connect with that. Um, one guy has said, would you please share your solutions through GitHub repo?
Yes, I will share the solutions to get a repo, and the same thing it is available in the YouTube channel as well.
Yes.
If you want to find the step by step, the three videos what I showcased so far, it is available.
Mhm. So that's a very good one thing. Like, what if somebody has missed this even the session, or if you cannot get all the things from this session, you can go and revise. The source code is also available in the GitHub, and also the videos are available in Janardhan YouTube channel, and he has also organized well those videos into different playlists.
Okay, so now this is code has been executed in the local environment. I ask a question how to make a recipe for SMLI. It has provided the answers. Same thing if you want to execute this code in Streamlit application. So what I do now, execute in the Streamlit. Still, just a moment. I'll execute in the Streamlit now. Execute this. The same Streamlit application which I executed earlier, the same thing will run. But now, by this time, this will run with the help of which model? OLLAMA. So it is taking time to execute. Any other questions, Rijwan? Meanwhile,
For
time.
now, I can say only these questions. If I get any, I will share you again. Meantime, maybe we can discuss something like even we can use this DeepSeek AI or other AI even for our coding also, like to do some coding suggestions as well.
Yes,
So
coding suggestions, your mathematical applications. Okay.
yes,
So mathematical
so
application, your scientific reasoning is there, right? Your scientific
yes,
reasoning. And
yes,
your complex task also, if you want to execute any complex task. So for that purpose also, you can use your this one, which is
yeah.
your DeepSeek model.
Yeah. So DeepSeek is already found, and also we have lots of LLMs are coming. So keep eye on all those LLMs. Like now, I'm excited to use that
So
Grok
now
3.
everyone knows about the Azure AI Foundry. There is something they introduced a new feature called as Azure AI Foundry Labs.
Labs. Okay.
Okay, in the Azure AI Foundry Labs, all your comparison of the models will be available.
That's a good thing. So there we will get comparison about features. Also, I think pricing comparison will be there.
Pricing comparison. And see, as of now, what they said, the future of like a model evaluation, the model benchmark was there, right? Earlier, the
Mhm.
Azure AI Foundry. Now they
Mhm.
said it is moved to the model catalog. Even though
Mhm.
it is moved to the model catalog, but still, if you want to compare all the features, there is something called as inferencing API. Okay. The inferencing API will be there when you are moving for this type of execution. So that you can find it in the Azure AI Foundry labs.
Okay, so that's also a very good takeaway. So AI Foundry Lab, we should explore more to get more insights about all the LLMs.
Okay, my code is also ready. There's one meanwhile time. So we are asking write a recipe for making a rasmalai. We are asking this. It is start fetching the responses, see, and it is giving the instructions.
Within a few sec, even it did not take a second, right? So we can
Because it
say
is a
it is very
local,
fast.
it's a OLLAMA model, right?
Yeah,
Because my server, everything is running in
local.
my own machine itself. You can see this.
So even in the local machine, it is fast. We can say
Yes,
that even with the
because the
low
fetching time and the
resources,
response will be more fast.
yeah, and also the resources we have low resources, still we can work with the this DeepSeek model.
Yes, that's the beauty
Yeah.
of this.
Yes.
And the last part of the section I want to mention it is, you can if you can join in my Microsoft Learning Room as well. Okay. Where myself and Dr. Gomati will be a part of the data and AI room.
Ah,
So we will
that's
be
very great.
providing okay, just a moment. I'll give you the link so that people also Microsoft Learn Room.
Miss Gomati is already here.
Yeah, hi Rizwan, how are you?
Good. Thank you. How are you?
Yeah, good, doing great.
Here it is, my learning room, right? Where is the here I can find it. So in the learning room where myself and Dr. Gomati, we used to share the learning room. The name of the learning room is Microsoft Tech Talks, where we will be providing 50% discount for all Microsoft certifications. Please join in our Microsoft Learning Room and you can get the privilege as well. So this is a Microsoft Tech Talks Learning Room.
That's great.
So the
Obviously,
learning room will be a part of our regional language, including English, Hindi, and Tamil will be available. So you can please join if those are interested.
yeah.
And that's it, Rizwan. Thank you so much for this opportunity. And others, if you want to connect me, please connect me through my LinkedIn handle as well as if you want to get benefit through the videos, please join my YouTube channel handle as well.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Jonathan, for your time, even during the weekend. And I know you might have multiple session maybe today because I saw some post. Maybe you are presenting somewhere
Yes,
also.
yesterday,
So,
yeah, that's
so all these hassles still, I believe your contribution is giving quite a lot impact, not only this South India or South Asia, but all over the world. So thanks and keep up your good work. I believe you are doing fantastic job actually, I can say. And it is not benefiting for tech, but also for the beginners, those who want to try or who are confused about their career. Maybe they can also go and explore and get the knowledge whether this is good for them. So thank you so much for your contribution, and we appreciate for this one.
Thank you so much, Rijwan, and thank you so much, Satya.
Yeah, and same goes to Miss Gumati also. She is also giving lots of. I'll pull her also into this here. So she's also giving lots of talk. Even she's going to university. She's guiding students. I mean, these are amazing job. She's also doing, despite of having kids. I mean, she has two children also, right? If
Yeah,
I'm not
twin
wrong.
kids.
Yeah.